Hello, my name is Amanda, and I am going to be vlogging my experience that I am now calling a soul traveler's perspective. And I felt that it was right for me to make my first post about getting outside of yourself and out of your own way. And what inspired me is actually this book I'm reading right now called The House That Joy Built. And I found it by accident at this house that I'm pet sitting. She has a lot of books, and I accidentally found this while I was connecting with one of her cats. And I've read so much of it in such a short amount of time, and I thought it would be fitting for my first post to be an excerpt that really stuck with me. And this evening, as I keep reading, it just keeps saying, just do it, just put yourself out there. And so this could be my first post as an intro into my vlog. And yeah, so um, for those that don't know this book, I highly recommend it for anybody who is just really in their head. I'll probably reference this back to this a lot, but this one excerpt from the first part of it, which is the chapter, is called "A Light Left On." And by the way, the author is Holly Ringland. She's an Australian author, as I'm here in Australia. And yeah, so this is an excerpt from that. This inner country of creativity is one we innately know and frequently inhabit as children. It's an instinctive place we go to when we are young. But as we mature and become adults, many of us begin to forget or entirely lose the way to that inner land. For countless reasons, a figure or situation of power or authority in our lives causes us to doubt ourselves. We develop an inner critic. Fear takes hold. In its effort to protect us from a perceived threat, like the vulnerability of creating something, fear convinces us that creativity is a risk. We stop creating. Not creating is safe. One day we might find we can't remember how it feels to create at all. The path to that place of magic and possibility is gone from us. Maybe we've turned our backs on it deliberately. We might have severed ourselves from that place inside and think we've made a clean getaway. We might tell ourselves that the niggle we feel in our hearts, that sense of unrest, is nothing. But like any natural landscape we love and feel we belong to, that inner country, the place where our imagination resides, will never stop calling for us to return. Unused creativity becomes a burdensome shadow we carry everywhere we go. And so this is me putting light in my shadows and being vulnerable and removing that self-doubt that says that I am going to be anything other than successful in what I view, as long as I'm getting what I feel out of this vlog, which is just getting it out there, because I feel like I have so much to say. As long as I feel like I'm getting out there what I want to put out there and feel good about it, I feel like that's going to be enough. So that's an excerpt that I really liked from that first part. And like I said, I'm probably going to be referencing a whole lot more in this book. I'm going to be buying my own copy of this because I'm probably going to read it 8 times. Honestly, I haven't had something captivate me this much in a really long time, and it came at a time that I really needed it. I'll talk a lot about my journeys. So, I mean, long story short, I've already been in Australia for 6 weeks. I'll get into a little bit of the back history and kind of what this journey has been like for me already. But I wanted to start my vlog off, my first post, with an excerpt of that as kind of an intro into a soul traveler's perspective. So thank you for being here, and we'll see you soon for more chats and stories of my trip.